Clint Cosgrove, Rivals national recruiting analyst, here with 2023 four-star offensive lineman out of Lakota East in Ohio, Austin Siereveld, who named a top 6 today, named his final 6 schools. Well, maybe not a final, but a top 6 schools. And Austin, thanks for coming on today, man.
Thank you.
Excited to talk about your teams that you have chosen. Let's before we get into that, tell me why now? You've got some time. Why did you choose to whittle your list down now? And what was the thought process behind that?
February is a dead period, and I really want to get it down to a list of schools for March so I can visit some spring practices and stuff like that. And then I just felt today seems like a cool day outside, and yeah.
Awesome. So it just felt right, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Now let's talk about the top 6. You got some impressive schools here. I'm going to go from left to right as you had them on your graphic that you tweeted out when you announced it. You've got Iowa, Michigan, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, Alabama, Ohio State. Let's go through in order, and I'm going to ask you what sticks out about each one of those teams and why you chose them to be in your top 6. And let's start with the farthest one on the left, Iowa.
So Iowa, I have really good connection with Coach Barnett, and they're a running program. And for me, my high school would run the triple option. It was a run. And I just for me, that's, you have to have physical. You have to be physical to do that. And like in college, just flips.
For sure. Now, how about Michigan, another Big Ten team?
So they're obviously won the Big Ten last year. They got the Joe Moore Award for the best offensive line in the country, and for that, like, their run team too also, and like it's pretty much the same thing as Iowa. Good connection with the coach, and yeah.
Perfect. And the next one, stepping out of the Big Ten, we've got a AAC school that played in the playoff this year, but will be, they'll end up in the Big 12 by, before the time you graduate. Tell me about Cincinnati and what stands out with them.
With Cincinnati, they're just the hometown. Like, I'm like 30 minutes away from them, and I've been following them for the longest time now. And with Coach Fickle and all of them, just they got something going on down there. So
beautiful. And Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish.
Coach East fan, best in the business. And like when I went up there for the junior day, I had a great time. The campus was awesome. Coach Freeman's the best, and the connection he has with Cincinnati as a city, it's pretty cool. It'd be like, because we always talk about stuff going on in Liberty Township, Westchester area, and have that conversation with a coach about your local area. Was cool.
That's cool. Now let's step outside of the Midwest, outside of the Big Ten and AAC and Independence, and go to the SEC, Alabama. Tell me about them.
Honestly, they develop guys every year. They win national championships every year. Coach Wolf, Coach Saban, been in contact with me for a lot, and I like what they're doing down there. And that's what you want as a football player. The things they can offer you for sports and academically down there is what you want.
And the final one, a team from your home state again. We've got Ohio State. Tell me about them.
Probably been the longest contacting for me, at least. I've been up there with camp and stuff. And Coach Fry is the best. My relationship with him is really good right now. And we've been getting off the phone every other day. And he's someone that I could see I'm playing for in college.
Perfect. Well, that's quite the list there, man. A lot of teams that have had a lot of success. You got a lot of Midwest, and then you go down south for a minute. Tell me this: a commitment timeline. You've narrowed down the list. Do you have a commitment timeline for when you would like to, officially make your pledge?
No, at this point I do not. But after all the I can see myself committing that after that.
I'm sorry, I lost you on the last part. You said not yet, but what?
After official visits, and
Okay.
I'll probably decide after that.
Okay. Have you decided on what your official visits will be yet, or is that still up in the air?
I have not scheduled anything yet.
Okay. Well, hey man, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on whittling that
Thank
list
you.
down. Some impressive schools that have a lot to offer, and hopefully next time that we do this, you will be announcing your commitment. Maybe we can get you on for that too.
Sounds good.